Have you thought about moving to Mobile, Alabama? Well, today we're going over 8 great things about Mobile, why people love living here, and why so many people are relocating here literally every single day, so stick around.
What's up? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. We are your real estate fam, your #1 relocation team right here in Lower Alabama, and today is gonna be a super fun one. We'll be talking about some amazing things you need to know if you plan on living in Mobile, Alabama.
And if this is your first time visiting our channel, first, welcome. I'm Jess and this is Tony, and we're licensed realtors, and we drop new videos every Thursday and every Sunday telling y'all everything there is to know about moving to LA. So if you need any help at all relocating to the area, make sure y'all let us know.
That's right, and let's talk about those 8 things you need to know about living in Mobile.
First, if y'all didn't know, Mobile is considered one of the best places to live in the South. This beautiful city is becoming more and more popular and desirable, and people are literally flocking here, and not just for our low cost of living, but for our breathtaking beaches as well.
You'd think they'd be world famous beaches because of their beauty, but they're actually hidden gems along with dozens of golf courses, and if you're a foodie, you'll have access to some of the most sought after seafood and dining you've ever tasted. Living in Mobile is like a dream come true. With a population of about 180,000, we're seeing young professionals, families, retirees, you name it, all making the move down to Mobile every single day.
Okay, so #1 on the list is the interesting history. As the oldest city in Alabama, Mobile has a rich past that spans back centuries, from French, Spanish, British, Creole, Catholic, Greek, and African legacies have influenced everything from architecture to cuisine, creating a miniature melting pot in the port city.
You can brush up on your trivia at the History Museum of Mobile, explore the battlegrounds of Fort Morgan or Fort Gaines, or simply walk the streets of the historic downtown with the live oaks and the magnolias forming canopies over the streets. It's honestly one of my favorite things to do.
What other place in the US boasts a battleship on a bay that leads to the Gulf of Mexico with a Carnival cruise port that's just a hop, skip, and a jump away?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that the Carnival cruise ports aren't part of Mobile's long drawn history.
You say that, but I beg to differ. I think it's part of their history at this point, and hear me out, since 2004, Carnival's been here and they've stayed. So tell me that doesn't say something about this city.
Okay, you're right. It says a lot. And now that you mention it, if y'all didn't know, the Carnival spirit is about to be here. And I don't know much about these cruise ships, but I do know this one is bigger and better than its predecessor.
Now on to #2, our warm weather. One of the many reasons why people are flocking to Mobile is for its subtropical climate. They've always wanted that warm and mild weather all year round, where the summer months are hot and humid while the winters are a bit more mild and clear.
Yeah, you mean kind of like today? With the average temperature in the winters being around 60 degrees, you can get used to these winters real fast.
Yeah, and don't get us wrong, there can be some cold fronts and it can drop at night, but on average, it's pretty freaking amazing most of the year, and the hottest months are from June through September. In fact, it gets downright scorching hot if you're not used to it.
Wow, the air is so hot there. You can almost taste it.
Yeah, and if you're not used to rain, be prepared because you're gonna receive an average of 60 inches of rain per year. It's also important to note that since Mobile is a coastal community in Lower Alabama, hurricanes and tropical storms are a real threat in the area that needs to be taken seriously. Hurricane season is probably from June-ish to November-ish and can cause some really bad flash flooding near canals and damaging high winds when near the water, so make sure to always pay attention to the news and potential warnings.
And if you're not a big worrywart, you can join one of your neighbor's hurricane parties, because a lot of locals are not fazed by these hurricanes, and instead they take advantage of the day home from work in other ways. But nonetheless, always be prepared when a storm rolls in, because you never know how serious they're gonna be. And we all know the meteorologists can't truly be trusted to give us the right weather predictions. They'll say rain all week and it'll be sunny with no clouds, and then it'll say no chance of rain, and then we're getting rain clouds pouring right over your head. So you just never know.
So #3 is gonna be cost of living. If y'all don't know, Alabama is known for its low cost of living, low property taxes, low home prices, and now people are coming here and they love Mobile because it's so affordable and yet so freaking beautiful.
We just had clients move here from Washington State, and they're like, wow, we love the cost of just about everything. But if I'm being honest, they were surprised to know that our sales tax was 10%. But the fact that we rank number 3 for cost of living throughout the country means something.
Well, the other half of that story is that they have a beach house here and they've been visiting for years, but finally decided to pull the trigger and move here permanently because they love it here so much.
And the fact that they hate it up north.
Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it. Everywhere right now, people are leaving states they don't want to be in anymore. It's really that simple. You're not a tree, you can move.
You know, I never ever understood that old, you're not a tree, just move. It never made sense to me because we move trees all the time. We just moved 3 palm trees in our backyard this week. We put a pine tree in that living room right behind us this past winter. So yeah, I don't get it. What about you're not cement, so move?
Yeah, whatever.
Wait, I guess you can't really move that too. What's something you can move?
I don't know, whatever blows your dress up. How about that? Bless your heart.
You did not just bless my heart.
Sure did.
You got a nice couch in the living room.
I'm just messing around, babe. Now, number 4 is the excellent cuisine here, and that's a huge surprise rather than a reason why people actually move to Mobile. No matter where you're moving from, though, there's no denying that Mobile is home to some of the best seafood restaurants right here in Mobile, Alabama. Eating seafood in Mobile is a good way to get to understand the town and its people, and you have to remember we're right on Mobile Bay and the Gulf Coast.
And that means we have some fresh seafood. My mouth is literally watering as I'm talking about it. Homemade seafood gumbo, fire-grilled oysters, butter pecan whitefish. Oh my God. Crab claws, fried catfish, best fried catfish you'll ever eat, I should say. Our smoked tuna dip down here is unparalleled. Seriously, I couldn't even pay Tony to taste a tuna dip anywhere else in the country, but he loves it down here.
Yeah.
Loves it.
She ain't lying, but I gotta mention my smoked tuna dip has to be served on Captain's crackers and only those little Captain's crackers. If you know, you know.
Yeah, they're like sweet. I don't know, they're so good. But yeah, you can call me picky, but if we go out to eat and there's no Captain's crackers for Tony's tuna dip or oysters, he is not a happy camper.
Just take it back.
Nah. But seriously, everything we're talking about are must tries. I'm not pregnant anymore. This is really me talking. Our food here is literally incomparable.
And I don't need to be pregnant. I can eat like that all the time. And if you've never tried royal red shrimp, it's really similar to lobster in taste, but you can only find these little bad boys in the Gulf of Mexico, and man, they are so good. And if you're served some little baby like cocktail shrimps, you're being played. These suckers should be big and delicious. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to say our lives changed the day we had royal red shrimp for the first time. So
absolutely.
We're probably going to head on over to the Causeway right after making this video and get our fix now, just so you guys know. But number 5 is the beautiful beaches.
Do you like spending your days at the beach?
Yes.
If you're anything like me and Jess, then you're in luck because the Mobile area is home to some of the most beautiful beaches in the entire country.
And probably the most underrated, we should mention.
I mean, we've been recognized by Southern Living magazine, but they may be a little biased seeing that they're all about the South and all. But if you didn't know, just south of Mobile, there's 32 miles of shoreline, and Alabama has 60 miles of shoreline as a whole.
And it's beautiful and breathtaking, all of it. Whether you go to the bay, one of the many rivers, creeks, bayous, or the Gulf, you'll no doubt enjoy the water here. Dauphin Island in particular is so beautiful and peaceful to me. It's like such a quaint little beach town and total slice of heaven on earth, right in the backyard of our hometown in Mobile.
And then you have Gulf Shores for a more touristy vibe with all the attractions nearby. Definitely something to check out too.
Yeah, and that's where you'll find the pier to walk along too, but no matter where you are, you can always enjoy boating and kayaking, fishing, canoeing, you name it.
Or admiring the wildlife. I personally love seeing the dolphins and the manatees near the shore. It sure beats the hell out of seeing city junkies.
Okay, now that's not to say we don't have our fair share, because we do, but with that said, let's dive into number 6, and that's gotta be that Mobile is very family oriented. Now, we don't have Disney World or Universal Studios. We have something that's much more special than that. We live in a place where time is cherished with one another. We like having an excuse to celebrate every single holiday, including Mardi Gras, which was celebrated here in Mobile long before New Orleans ever celebrated it, just saying.
Mobile is a place where everyone enjoys watching sports together, but it's not the professional teams who get paid millions and millions of dollars. It's the high school and the college teams who are fighting to prove themselves. That's who we enjoy watching.
Yeah, I love it. There's just something about going to a high school football game on a Friday night, those Friday night lights. And I'm not really a big, huge football fan. I usually just root for whoever Tony's rooting for. But here, I actually really do get into it.
Yeah, and I think it's because it's a way of life. But next at number 7 has to be the geographical location of Mobile, Alabama. I have to have professional sports in my life, and we love going to Disney or Universal. With that being said, I have great news. We're in a really nice central spot to get to a lot of fun places pretty quickly.
Right, like Orlando if you need to get your Mickey Mouse fix. And if you prefer Mardi Gras as an adult, then you can head over to New Orleans. It's right around the corner. And like Tony mentioned, he loves his professional sports and has to get in at least one game a year. So being close to Pensacola is nice because it's only an hour drive to us.
Mobile is also only a 50-minute flight to Atlanta, where I can catch a pro baseball game or an NFL game. It's right around the corner.
What sports is in Pensacola?
The airport's in Pensacola. You fly to Atlanta.
Duh. I didn't even realize what I was talking about. Hopefully with our future new airport in downtown Mobile, we'll have some more options when it comes to flights. I know a lot of us locals are really excited about that.
Yeah, and Gulf Shores is supposed to open a commercial terminal too, so we should be getting some more options in the near future.
Number 8 is there are endless things to do. There's more to do in Mobile than just beaches. So if you're worried about being bored while living here, that certainly will not be the case, I promise.
Yeah, I always say if you're bored, you're boring.
He's not kidding, and you'll have to excuse him. He's not supposed to just go around saying things like that, but he is right.
Thank you.
Mobile has many outdoor parks, nature trails, museums. There's plenty of shopping, and I can't believe Tony didn't beat me to this already, but it has a ton of golf courses.
I definitely mentioned golf courses somewhere in there already.
Okay, well, I don't remember. Well, they're building a Topgolf. They're building Topgolf that you definitely didn't mention. And Drew Brees told me he's putting in a Surge Entertainment right in town.
There's always events and festivals happening throughout the city all year long because we have such beautiful weather here, so you have to take advantage of it. And make sure you catch the Mobile Arts Festival with all the local artists. Even if you're not a big arts person, it's still fun to check out and support local.
Or go to the bars on Dauphin Street, listen to live music, or go grab a beignet. They're the best right here in downtown Mobile. You can also head out to one of the waterways that we were just telling y'all about for a full day of boating, jet skiing, rafting, canoeing, kayaking, you name it, you can do it here. I mean, just look at all the water here, y'all. Take advantage of it. And I can't tell you how many people get complacent and just forget how many amazing things you have right at your fingertips.
Not me. I'll drag you everywhere I go forever, and I'll help you find wherever you're trying to go to. But in order to find that perfect place that you may be thinking of moving to, make sure you give us a call or send us a text or shoot us an email.
And don't forget to like and subscribe, y'all, and say hi to us in the comments, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
See ya.